Hi, and welcome to Revere TV News. I'm Jessica Simpson, here to update you on what's going on in the city. Lieutenant Governor Karen Polito was in Revere last week to sign a community compact agreement with Mayor Dan Rizzo. This is an agreement to use the same tactics and plans on at least one initiative. By working with the Commonwealth and signing this agreement, Revere is more likely to receive grants or aid from the state. We have some footage from Polito's visit to Revere, so let's take a look to get a better understanding of what this community compact is all about.
I want to thank you, Mr. Mayor, for taking on the task of joining our working group earlier this year to help us implement the governor's very first executive order around developing the community compact. It was through your input and your ideas and other mayors as well that we were able to form this program. And the program is solely focused on helping our communities across our Commonwealth achieve a higher and better level of service to the community that they are serving. And the best practices are best practices that are chosen by mayors and municipal officials across our Commonwealth. So at mass.gov/CCC, you can see the menu of options and opportunities available to the cities and towns relative to best practices. And what I also love about this program is that it's the community leadership that chooses what best practice they want to achieve in their community. It's not the state, choosing for you. It's not the state mandating that you do this. It's completely voluntary, and it's completely driven by community leaders like you, Mr. Mayor, and your council. So thank you for stepping up. You are the 8th community to sign a compact. And you have chosen 2 very appropriate best practices that really complement the work that you are already doing.
A very important topic that has continuously been addressed in Revere and our surrounding communities is the issue with opioid abuse. This has become more like an epidemic in Massachusetts, and Revere is one of the first cities to take action with a new plan to prevent the number of overdoses in our area. Director of Addiction Services Kim Hinton, the Revere Fire Department, and Revere's recovery coach, Carrie Ann Salemi, are working together to get our residents more informed about what is being done regarding the issue. They were at Revere TV to discuss present and future plans and to shed some light on the issue as a whole. To view the entire program that was filmed at our studio, head to our YouTube page. But for now, we'll just see a short clip from it here.
Hi, I'm Kim. I'm with North Suffolk Mental Health Association, and I'm here today with a team to talk about the opioid epidemic that has plagued our community. Revere is concerned about the rising level of opioid overdoses. The City of Revere is partnering with the Revere Fire Department, North Suffolk Mental Health, Learn to Cope, and the Winnisumet Regional Opioid Collaborative, the ROC. This partnership is designed and dedicated to provide comprehensive education, navigation, and support to individuals and their families combating opioid use and addiction. The team is comprised of firefighters, harm reduction specialists, and recovery coaches. The team meets weekly to identify addresses of reported overdoses, current trends, and evidence based on models of service. The team will go out into the community to identify locations twice a week, supporting prevention, education, engagement, intervention, and treatment when requested.
On a lighter note, the Revere Veteran Services has come together with the city to create a new holiday to recognize and honor Purple Heart recipients. This day is now August 7th, and Director of Veteran Services Nick Bua and Buddy Mangini were at the Beachmont VFW to lead the initiation of this day. Let's see what Revere TV has from that event.
We, City Council of City of Revere, first of all, and the citizens of Revere are very proud that Revere is a Purple Heart community. And just recently, back in June, we put a proclamation before the City Council recognizing Revere as a Purple Heart community. I'd like to read that to you if I may, and bear with me because I don't have my glasses with me, and I'll do the best I can. It's a proclamation making Revere a Purple Heart city. whereas the people of the city of Revere have great admiration and the utmost gratitude for all the men and women who have selfishly served in their community and their country and this community in the armed forces for all good. Whereas contributions and sacrifices of the men and women of Revere who served in harm's way in the armed forces have been vital in maintaining the freedom and the way of life that all of us enjoy as citizens today. Whereas citizens of our community have been killed in action while serving in the armed forces and have been posthumously awarded the Purple Heart for their ultimate sacrifice. And whereas citizens of our community have been awarded the Purple Heart for their bodily sacrifice of being wounded in action while engaged in combat. And whereas the Purple Heart is the oldest military decoration in its present use and was created as the badge of military merit on August 7th, 1782 in Newburgh, New York by Commander General George Washington, commander of the Continental Army. Initially, it was made of purple cloth and shaped with a heart and the word merit sewn upon it. Whereas the badges, the heritage it represents is sacred and to those who know the pride paid to wear the Purple Heart. And I'd like to just interject this, if I may, before I go on with the proclamation. Prior to the Commander-in-Chief, General Washington, setting up the Purple Heart to be awarded to anyone who was injured or killed in combat. This was only awarded to officers. If I correct, Commander Agnew, the Purple Heart was only awarded to officers, and I think General Washington felt that it should be awarded to any individual who served their country and was injured or killed in the line of duty. Now I'll go on with the proclamation. Whereas the Purple Heart is we did that, okay. Whereas the heritage it represents is sacred to those who know the pride paid to wear the Purple Heart. And whereas August 7th is nationally recognized as Purple Heart Appreciation Day. And now therefore be it proclaimed, we, the Revere City Council, on behalf of the city of Revere and its citizens, go on record to hereby proclaim Revere, Massachusetts a Purple Heart City, honoring the service and sacrifice of our nation's men in uniform and that were wounded or killed by enemy while serving to protect the freedoms enjoyed by all Americans today. Also be it proclaimed that the city of Revere will recognize August 7th annually as Purple Heart Day and urge the people and organizations of Revere to display the American flag as well as other public expressions of recognition of our Purple Heart recipients. And this it was signed by Councilor Brian Arrigo, Councilor Arthur Granasso, who is to my right here, Councilor Steve Morabito, who is with us, Councilor Ira Novoselsky, Councilor Stephen Reardon, Councilor John Powers, Council President, Councilor Jessica Janino, Councilor Robert J. Hass, who is here with us, Councilor Joanne McKenna, Councilor Charles Patch, who would be here, I know, because he is a veteran, and he's just had a leg injury, but I know definitely Councilor Patch would be here with us today if he could be. And also Councilor Anthony Zambuto, and it's signed also by Mayor Dan Rizzo, City Clerk Ashley Melnick, and City Council President John Powers. Thank you very much.
The Plan Revere initiative is something that has been in the works since the plans for the casino fell to Everett. We now have a clearer view of the land in the city that is available for redevelopment. Revere has many things working in its favor, including our beach, T stops, in close proximity to major highways in Boston. Since a lot of decision-making needs to go into this arising opportunity that can further push Revere into living up to its potential, many people need to have the opportunity to give input. The Plan Revere initiative officially entered its first stage last week. The Metropolitan Area Planning Council met with our Director of Economic Development, John Festa, to get things going. 3 representatives from the Planning Council will be working closely with Revere to assure that the plans make sense and are in the best interest of the community as a whole. Along with the MAPC and city officials, this process will be transparent enough so that residents get the chance to voice their opinions and concerns at public meetings throughout the process. The MAPC will be working with Revere officials until September, when they will present their research and potential plans to a larger audience. Our Rotary Club is expanding as it combines with the Rotary Clubs of East Boston and Winthrop. Together, the 3 now make up what is called the Belle Isle Rotary Club. With all 3 clubs as one, they strengthen the organization by having more members to get involved in all 3 communities. Rotary clubs are made up of people who want to get involved and volunteer in their community. The Belle Isle Rotary Club will now have a larger area to do work in, whether it's volunteering to help and donate to kids' education or fundraising for a cause. The Belle Isle Rotary Club now meets every Wednesday at noon at the Winthrop Arms on Grover's Ave in Winthrop. National Night Out was held in Revere last week as part of a nationwide public event night to promote neighborhood camaraderie and counteract violence. In our community, the city had a free public event in the fields in front of the Garfield School and the Susan B. Anthony and Whalen schools. Residents were welcome to enjoy barbecue, fun games, music, and novelty rides as other communities and cities and towns across the country did the same. It is important that neighbors come together to support the kids and stand up against violence, especially in our primarily residential neighborhoods. National Night Out is an annual event, so if you missed out this year, keep an eye out for it happening again next summer. The new Harry Delarusso Stadium on Park Ave is officially open to the public. The stadium houses Revere's football field, a state-of-the-art track complete with field event equipment, 2 tennis courts, and 2 basketball courts. This was a multi-million-dollar project that Revere residents have long awaited. You'll notice driving down Park Ave that construction barriers have been removed from the street and sidewalks, and the sidewalks are now accessible on both sides. This is also a part of the plans for the Hill Elementary School to be open at the start of the school year, which is approaching in the next few weeks. Take a look at the newly finished construction and feel free to enjoy Harry Delarusso Stadium as a new entity to the community. It is open to the public from 7 a.m. until dusk. The official grand opening will be held on Friday, September 11th, prior to the start of the Revere High School football's first home game. If you're interested in fresh produce and locally sourced items, Boston has officially opened its year-round public market on Congress Street. This market is a product of long-time initiative that came about during the late former Mayor Tom Menino's tenure. The market offers a variety of vendors from all over New England. They promise fresh food brought to you by local sources, which benefits both the consumers and the local businesses. It's open year-round, on Wednesday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So if you didn't know about it or haven't had the chance to check it out, it's just a T ride away. And while that's happening in Boston, don't forget that Revere has its own farmers market every Friday until October. It's now on the lawn of the American Legion Hall on Broadway from 2 to 6 p.m. This is another market with locally produced vendors. Revere TV actually made a promo for the event with the help of our 2 summer rec interns. So let's take a quick break, starting with a short video with more information about the Revere Farmers Market.
Hi, my name is Andy and I am here at the Revere Farmers Market where we have kicked off our season for the summer. We will be here every single Friday this summer from 2 until 6:30, so stop by and join us. We have a group of awesome vendors, lots of fruits and vegetables and healthy options, as well as some other great snacks and things that you can take home, all locally sourced. You can come with any sort of payment. We can accept credit and debit cards. We also match WIC and SNAP and senior dollars, which you can get throughout the community and will be doubled here at our market. Thank you so much and we hope to see you here.
Hi and welcome back to Revere TV News. The summer brings so many community events to Revere, but the one Revere TV gets most attention for is our coverage of the annual International Sand Sculpting Festival at Revere Beach. This year featured a duo category competition for the first time, which allowed for larger and sometimes more detailed sculptures. Along with the sculptors, a portion of the Revere Beach Boulevard gets blocked off from traffic to allow for rides, entertainment, vendors, and a row of food trucks. The event was a big success, ending with an award ceremony and fireworks display. If you missed our coverage of the Sand Sculpting Festival, we have a short recap of the winners to show you now.
Duos, second place. For their sculpture, Alone Together, Together Alone. Hanukkah Supply and Suzanne Rissler. Second place, Collaborators. And Duos, Sculptor's Choice. For Salt of the Earth, Ilya Filmostev and David Deschormes. Sculptor's Choice, as voted by their peers. And Duos, People's Choice. For Dueling Banjos, Abe Waterman and Morgan Rudlove. The People's Choice. First place, Duos, Collaborations. And going home, a two-time winner for Salt of the Earth, Ilya Filmonstev and David Ducharme. First place, Collaborators, Revere Beach 2015. And now third place, Solo Competition 2015 for the Tormented, Guy Olivier Thibault. A lot of work goes into this. Solo competition, second place. The runner-up for This Is Not Alice in Wonderland, Enguerrand David. Second place. Sculptor's Choice this year, individual competition, and I think for the first time ever we have a tie in this category. That's how tight the competition was. And the winners are Mélange Beauregard and Enguerrand David. Sculptor's Choice, a tie. Okay, all right then. Solo, People's Choice. Mélange Beauregard, open your mind and let your spirit fly. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, first place solo competition, the Sand Sculpting Competition, Revere Beach 2015. Oh my, she's going to need a truck to go home. Mélange Beauregard. Three-time winner, 2015. Wow.
And now we're going to take one more short break. Stay with us and we'll be right back. Hi, and welcome back to Revere TV News. Believe it or not, Revere is turning 100 this year, and we're going to celebrate. There will be a public celebration on the baseball fields in front of the Susan B. Anthony and Wayland schools this Saturday, August 15th at 6 p.m. If you're going, be sure to wear a white t-shirt because it's a color party. Anyone is welcome to go to the party and enjoy barbecue, music, and a dance party where you'll be splashed with color powder. This powder is completely safe and will not stain your skin, so don't worry about that. Just head down to the Wayland and enjoy celebrating Revere's 100th birthday. It's now election season in Revere, and all candidates are certified and ramping up their campaigns. Before the primary mayoral election, Revere TV will be live streaming an official debate on Wednesday, August 27th at 7 p.m. This will be available live on Revere TV, City Channel 9, and our YouTube page as it happens in our studio. The debate is sponsored and mediated by the Revere Journal and Revere Youth in Action, featuring all candidates running for mayor. These candidates are current Mayor Dan Rizzo, current Councilor at Large Brian Arrigo, and Cheryl Whitridge. If you do not have television access during the live debate, Revere TV will be posting an online link to a live feed on our Facebook and Twitter page. We will also be playing the debate afterwards on City Channel 9 until the preliminary election. If you want access to more information about all of the candidates running for city election, head to Revere TV's YouTube page or stay tuned to City Channel 9. We have made our Revere TV studio available for all of the candidates to film a 5-minute statement to inform the public about their platform. We do this so the candidates have the chance to make their point of views known and so the public has a chance to really get to know who they could be voting for. If you'd like a more relaxed look at some of the candidates, you can tune in to a Revere TV show on Channel 8 called the Revere Veterans and Community. This is a program produced in partnership with the Revere Veterans Services, hosted by Morris Morris. Morris invited all city candidates in the present election to join him on a show to talk about themselves and their concerns for the city. The Revere Veterans and Community is a half-hour show that can be viewed on Channel 8 and on YouTube if you are interested in checking it out. And this summer, Revere TV had the pleasure of welcoming 2 interns placed at our studio as part of the new Revere Rec Summer Employment Program. Instead of only being placed at playgrounds around the city, kids in the program had the choice to work at a city business. Revere TV was one of them. We had Crystal and Olivia with us for 6 weeks, helping with productions and everyday needs at the studio. For their last project, the 2 girls produced a promo commercial to further inform the public about Revere TV. So let's take a look at what Crystal and Olivia produced for us now.
Revere TV serves as your community source for public or nonprofit events in Revere. We provide programming on RTV Channel 8, Government Channel 9, and Educational Channel 22. Revere TV is located at 385 Broadway, Suite 203. That's the office building at the intersection of Central Ave and Broadway. Enter through the Citizens Bank doors and go up the stairs or the elevator to the 2nd floor. Revere TV's main purpose is to keep Revere and our surrounding communities involved in media production. We welcome all volunteers to sign up as community members, which means you are allowed access to all of our equipment and production tools. We have easy-to-use Panasonic cameras with all accessories to check out for free. You can check out GoPros for free. Editing software Adobe Premiere Pro is here to use for free, and we also have a fully functional TV studio. You can create your own shows to be aired on RTV Channel 8 or volunteer to help out other members with their productions. Community members are advised to take our free classes on Monday nights at 6:30. These vary from editing, studio use, and field camera use. Our staff is here till 9 p.m. to assist you with equipment and studio use as you need it. Again, everything at Revere TV is free. We are your community source, here to serve you in all your media needs.
That's all we have for Revere TV News tonight. I'm Jessica Simpson. Thanks for watching.